What's up, YouTube? Salvoji here, and welcome back to a Led Zeppelin reaction video. I am freaking pumped for this. Alright. Some explaining. First of all, article. Jimmy Page says Led Zeppelin planned a harder, trickier 9th LP. Let me elaborate. Jimmy Page has revealed that Led Zeppelin were planning something harder for their 9th album. After the sessions for 1979's Into the Outdoor, John Bonham and I were discussing how we wanted to do a sort of more riff-based entity, and harder and trickier, Page explained in a new interview with Rolling Stones. Then, of course, I know what sort of drums he liked to play. He liked to play, like, really hard. He liked to play stuff that people heard. If people heard it, they'd go, wow, what was that? I like to do that as well with guitar parts. Into the Outdoor famously featured Led Zeppelin delving into a synthesizer-influenced sound. Even as sessions for that LP were wrapping, Page was looking ahead to something different. I thought I knew how this album, Into the Outdoor, is shaping up, but the next album is going to be a departure from the keyboard album, he recalled. We had a bit of an idea of what we might do, but basically it was going to be a keyboard album. There would be keyboards on it, maybe, but it was going to go more into another vein. It would be different to anything that we had done before. We didn't get a chance to do that, obviously, because we lost John. Bonham's death in 1980 effectively ended Led Zeppelin, with the group deciding to disband rather than replace their departed drummer. Page recently revisited his Led Zeppelin days, as well as his time in the Yardbirds, along with his session of work alongside The Who, The Kinks, and the Rolling Stones in the hardcover book Jimmy Page, The Anthology. The release, which features pictures and memories from throughout the guitarist's long career, is available now. And this came out, when was this article written? 2020. Okay. So, if I am correct, and you guys can please let me know down below, critique, criticize, all that, if I am incorrect here. I think this is a rehearsal from perhaps maybe that 9th album that they were going to release. And by the way, how I stumbled upon all this was somebody messaged me on Instagram, and I thought it was extremely interesting, and I read this and I was like, I have to hear that. So I'm going to check this out. I don't know what it is. I could be something completely else. I'm not sure. Either way, the idea of this album is super interesting, and it sucks that it never happened, but that's okay. We still have all the amazing music that they made that stands the test of time. But with that being said, I do want to listen to this, whatever it might be. So if you guys know any more information on this particular piece of audio we were about to listen to, let me know down below. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. You can subscribe down below, and everybody else, thanks for returning. I appreciate you all so much. Let's listen to this. It's not mastered, by the way. I'm going to start it over. The riff, yeah, the riff is pretty nuts. This audio isn't the best, obviously, but you could tell that riff would bang. It gives me a little bit of In the Light vibes. was that? Okay. The drums are hitting pretty hard and pretty fast as well. Pretty insane riff. Very repetitive, but very hard sounding. Just, I'm gonna pause it for a second. Repetitive isn't always a bad thing. I feel like this was, so far aggressive, strong, tenacious was sort of the word I was looking for when I was trying to describe the riff. I like that repeating sound quite a bit, especially when I'm in the mood for something heavier sounding and harder sounding. I don't mind it at all. And you can't really hear it all the way clearly either, so it's hard to judge and hard to judge the quality of the riff just by hearing it here. It could be more complicated. I just can't really tell. The audio is admittedly not so great. I'm wondering if this could get mastered somehow, or if the audio could be like rejuvenated and just, yeah, I doubt it, but okay. Seems like they might have been just toying with some ideas there towards the end. Very, I don't want to use the word haunting, but it is somewhat eerie in the sound. Just knowing the landscape of this, you know, being a rehearsal, probably audio that shouldn't even been recorded, perhaps. And the idea of the 9th album, it all is just, if this is something from perhaps a new album, I feel really just fortunate to have heard this, but at the same time, it's like, gosh, did I have to hear this? You know, it's I don't know, it makes me feel a little sad, I guess. I don't know, I have just a few mixed emotions going on at the moment. But anyways, does anybody know exactly what this is, perhaps? And if you haven't heard this, what do you think about it? Do you have any other further comments or discussion, perhaps, that we could dive into? Feel free to sound off in the comments down below, you guys. Thanks for checking this out with me. I need to listen to some more Led Zeppelin. While you're at it, suggest a live performance as well, because I can't listen to In the Light on repeat many more times. A whole lot of love was very common for me this week as well. That song, hearing that again, I might have missed a few things since I first heard it, because it just kind of like blew me away, like I had never heard it before. So I need to revisit that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.